Welcome back, people. It's busy, we got a bride, look. There was a bride. Sadly it's not my bride, but hey, you can't have it all your way. Weird enough, the queue behind me to use the box is actually bigger than I think it's been the whole week, including this weekend. Look, if I go round, look at this. It's extraordinary. Look how many people are waiting. Guy there with his selfie stick. Somebody else with a suitcase, probably with a change of clothes or maybe a new wig, I'm not really sure. And it goes, and it goes, and it goes. Yes, all of these people are waiting to get a picture with a telephone box, folks. Iconic or not, it's pretty ridiculous. I mean, I think we'd all agree on that. But hey, I mean, it's London. Anything goes. Just surprising that people care this much on. I mean, it's an overcast day, you know. It doesn't matter how much editing or recoloring you do to the images. It's not going to be anything like perfect. Not with the sky that grey and overcast, and to be honest, quite unpleasant. However, yeah, not only that, it only takes one or two people to do an outfit change or similar, and you're going to be here, I don't know, half an hour, I guess, to be at the end of that queue. Time better spent elsewhere, I think. The lovely bride has gone to the phone box behind, because even though the view's not as good, if she only wants a picture of a phone box, she'll get it. Anyway, let's leave this family in peace and head toward horseguards. Now, second day, and also last day, as it were, with the lifeguards, right? They're leaving tomorrow morning. Now, yesterday's video was an interesting one because, as I mentioned, I was reasonably certain, and none of you said otherwise, that the trooper who didn't respond was new. Now, that, as I mentioned, I think, is something that should be borne in mind when rushing to judgment about a response or lack of response. Because what we haven't seen, that I remember very clearly so far, is a situation whereby when you've got two boxmen on, one is being really on it and the other one is totally not on it. In other words, if you've noticed, guys, most of the time, not exclusively, but most of the time, we've had two boxmen who aren't really saying a word, or alternatively, two boxmen who are completely on it, on the same page, dealing with tourists and keeping them out of the box. So, part of the reason I thought I'd come back today, well, I mean, one, I like to be outside, obviously. But two, more importantly, we've got a lot of rain forecast, guys. The rest of this week it's going to be pretty unpleasant on the whole. Not a particularly good week coming up, which is a shame. And did she just say John? I'm here, honey, I'm here. Yeah, we've got a lot of wet weather coming up, guys. Rain, mush, etc. starting tomorrow. So I don't know what tomorrow morning's guard change will look like, but in all likelihood we're probably going to have the Blues in their cloaks, one would surmise. Warmed up a bit though. 16 degrees, guys, which compared to yesterday feels like I'm in Bermuda. It really does. Plenty of people out again because it's dry and because it's warmer. But quite a lot of people will definitely have missed dress, bobble hats and the rest of it, where you really don't need it today, trust me. To be honest, even jogging around in a t-shirt would be tolerable if you're moving. Oh, we've got ABBA Voyage. Oh, a concert like no other. Wait, only at the ABBA Arena London. Okay, interesting. ABBA Voyage. Okay, folks, anyone want to translate this argument in front of me? Did she just call him an asshole? I can't believe it. It's disgusting behaviour. Does that not count strictly as verbal abuse? If we're the other way around and the guy was shouting at her on the street, I think a few people would be upset. Oh my god, why is it so busy here? Wait, has the PM just resigned? One could only hope. Golly, it's busy, isn't it, guys? I can just about squish through the gate here. What on earth? What on earth is going on? Oh, now she just punched him or pushed him. Anyone know the language? She's like, blah, 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 blah. The guy's just taking it. I mean, like, what? horribly aggressive, abusive woman here on camera. Ugh. Why would anybody push anyone else like that on the street, whether you know them or not? Makes me feel uncomfortable, to be honest, to watch that. Oh, guys, I had no idea that Jet Li and his friends were in town to shoot a new movie. Look at this. Fantastic. They're not after me, everybody, I promise. I didn't do anything wrong. There is proof that we finally hit autumn here in London. Look. I go and sort of step on that bunch and have the crunchy noise, but then they'd all blow away and it wouldn't be fair on the person who'd put them in that nice, neat pile. Curious, though, that somebody would take the time to sweep up those leaves into the pile and then just leave them there on a, I wouldn't say very, but I mean, you can see from this lady's skirt that it's a bit of a windy day, you know, it's blowing. So the leaves are going to go all over the place. Oh, she said, I am awful. I wonder what context that was in the conversation. Such funny things that you pick up in London, though, just in terms of human interactions, things that people say, the way that they behave to one another, and of course, the best part of all, the way that people dress at horse guards. A classic, guys. Yep, an absolute classic. Funny thing is, I wish I remembered the dates. Many years ago, say many, 3, 4, 5, whatever, I would have been at horse guards quite, not regularly, but not infrequently. So there's a very good chance that I, dressed like the clown I typically am, appeared in some of the early horse guards videos with the horse. There's a very, very good chance. Nobody sent me any links to any, and I haven't seen any myself, but yeah, I mean, if only I knew dates, I would actually go back and manually check the footage, because 100% I would have been in other people's videos before I started filming myself. Obviously, at that point, I had no clue I'd ever end up filming regularly here. Oh my goodness me. How is it this busy? What's going on? What on earth? Flipping. I think that after the hunt is here in London. Right, oh. I'm sort of happy and sad at the same time, because we've got the same two troopers that we had for this shift yesterday. The new trooper that I'm looking at now, and the other trooper who yesterday dealt with the rude boy that this trooper didn't say anything to. Now, big thanks and a big oi to everybody watching in Brazil in particular. Why? Well, I did, after yesterday's video, have my doubts that those two chaps were in fact Brazilian. Why? Well, first of all, as I mentioned in the video yesterday, Brazilians that we've met here are lovely, super outgoing, super friendly, super fun and super respectful. However, this is the key thing, you would note that I didn't date yesterday's video as I often do, you know, Italian, French, Spanish, whatever, students, idiots, rude people, whatever, upset the guard. I didn't do that because I wasn't sure where they were from. Oh, I really thought that those three were just going to stand there and not move for our splendid gatesman. Here he comes. So hence my my reluctance yesterday to mention nationality, which of course I didn't do. And I'm glad I didn't do that, because some of you exceedingly lovely and kind and polite and helpful visitors and viewers in Brazil mentioned in yesterday's video, hey, they are not speaking Portuguese. So I'm glad I hesitated. We still don't know which language they were speaking, because as far as I can see, nobody had mentioned it in the comments, which is a pity, because it doesn't hurt when one is absolutely certain to make reference to the nationality. Why? That's the way we spot themes. That's how we know that typically, I hate to say it, typically the worst behaved have been the Frenchies and the Slovenians, I think. Was it Slovenians or oh god, I can't remember now. Yeah, Slovenians, not Slovakians. Slovakians. Anyway, you get my point. There are several videos. However, conversely, more importantly, we know the people that have been the best behaved typically. not universally, but typically, and they tend to be people from other constitutional monarchies. And those from autocracies, funnily enough, like Morocco. I said, is Monaco is Morocco strictly an autocracy? I'm not entirely sure, actually. I mean, I know they have a king, and he's much revered, and rightly so, because he does keep Moroccan society functioning rather wonderfully. I must say, I've personally never had any serious problems in Morocco, despite it being, not a particularly affluent country. Let's put it that way. I felt more at risk here in London than in North Africa. Curious but true. Now, the troop we're looking at the moment was the troop that was on it yesterday, like, massively. And to be honest, guys, looking at the way the horse's legs are moving and his whole sort of demeanour, he looks really happy and alert, doesn't he? He hasn't got that sort of, oh God, get me out of here look, like some of the horses would have at the same time last year. And next time I get a day off, I will look at some of last year's footage and try and pick out, if I can, because it's all about time, you know, the worst behaviour in terms of the way people were approaching and mauling the horse. Why? Because only by juxtaposing that in a sort of 50-50 split, this was this day last year, this is the way it is today, will we really be able to get an idea of just how much things have improved, or conversely, how bad they were before, although we didn't particularly realise it because that at the time was a norm. But as I mentioned yesterday, as a lot of you agreed, the function of the box is serving its purpose, clearly. Regardless of the colour of the line, in fact there is a line, and it does, for most tourists, seem to be working perfectly. You know, it's quite rare, to be honest, that people are stepping directly over it. I say that and somebody probably goes and walks straight across it and gets in trouble. I mean, it really would not surprise me at all. A number of people are completely oblivious to the fact they're on camera. It never ceases to amaze me. Now, we arrived at quite a fortuitous time because we did get a good look at these two troopers yesterday and their respective responses. We didn't, however, get a good look at the two that were on after them. There's no guarantee it will repeat with the same two troopers in the same boxes as yesterday, but balance of probability suggests we will get the same two, which means that most, in fact, if not the whole duration of this video, will be on two new troopers that we only briefly caught yesterday. That's the plan. We've got exactly 10 minutes until the changeover. Now, we know which gatesman we've got, so we don't need to go in and bother him. Let's have a very quick look in the yard at which chitsman is on, just so that we can see. Got 4 police today, doubled up since yesterday. Interesting. Is it the same chitsman as yesterday? Yeah, I think it is, in fact. Don't need to go super close. It is, yeah. So same chitsman, same gatesman as yesterday. Boom. Oh, somebody's getting a chauffeur-driven ride back to the station after their shift. Sadly, not me, guys. One, because I'm not in the police, and two, more importantly, I prefer to walk anyway. Right, let's get ourselves in at this end, as usual. Boom. Let's see what happens next. Now, bear in mind, this is this trooper's second day, to the best of my knowledge, having had a full day yesterday to settle into it. Now, I don't know what the stablewoman said when she came out, but I'd have an inkling it was something along the lines of, you know, you got to keep them out of the box. So let's see. Let's step back a teeny bit, guys. Give us more of an idea of where the box lines hit the wall. The only thing we need now is some actual tourists. Notice how I seem to go to a spot and everybody vanishes. Very curious. Okay, we've got the same stable woman as yesterday. Yeah, people are now actually walking behind me as well because they can see the camera. Can't win, guys. I step back and hope everyone's going to walk in front, and then they don't. I'm not sure actually if this is the same horse that we had at this end yesterday. Ta-da! Sorry, it's okay. I'm just asking the kid if he wants to get famous. He's like, no, keep me behind the line, buggy or not. Looks like the horse is frozen. Horsey, look at us. That's it. Hello. Oh, lots of Aussies behind me having a chat. Western Australia, in fact, in the house today here at Horseguards. Hey, sorry boss, go ahead. God, the ZZ Top Tour Guide actually must be making a mint. He's here every day with a small private group. He must be rolling in it. Some people are there when they come along Whitehall, still strolling right through the middle of the box, which is, I guess, kind of unavoidable on a busy day. I mean, look. But most people are treating the box as though it's the law, and to be fair, you've got to respect it. Let me go back a little bit further, guys. Some bros just arranged himself a date on my left, panning around. They found a common language. Lucky for them. More luggage driving in the yard. And now exactly 5 minutes until the changeover. I actually prefer it when there's space to move around here. The only downside is that when there's too much space to move around here, people are very, very hesitant to get up close. So look, in fact the bollards have become pretty much the most popular spot for people taking pictures now. That would never be the case before. Notice how far the tourists are often away from the box. Good to be able to stand a little bit further back, but it won't last. See, look. Second that there's motion. The camera sometimes has a bit of a problem auto-focusing when people walk right in front of it. I'm just not sure at that point whether we're shooting a nature documentary or something else. Very curious. Oh, that guy looks new. Never seen him before. Oh wait, he's here every day, all day. Okay, what do we think, guys? Special luggage storage here at Horseguards. Just leave it wherever you feel like it. No idea whose case it is. Oh. Huh? I have no idea what she said, but she didn't sound very happy. Wait, is that not the bro that had the case with the wigs in it? Or, you know, according to my joke at least, up the phone box? I'm pretty sure it is. Manuel, over there on the right. That's his suitcase. Yeah, it actually is. Wow, so he's made 2 guest appearances in today's video. Very impressive. Ta-da! She looks like Margaret Qualley. In fact, this girl, super funny. For some reason, her friend is the one that's telling her to make silly faces and stuff. Yep. Onion had just walked straight in front of the camera, even though you could see I was filming. Oh, goodness me. Pretty funny, to be fair. Especially when you do it not knowing at all that there are multiple people filming those kind of expressions and silliness. We've got roughly 2 minutes till the changeover. I'll stay at this end now, I can't bother to move again. Plus it's starting to get pretty busy. I'm not expecting a palace crowd today, but it seems that the sweet spot these days, more often than not, is around noon to noon. I mean, whether that's the case today, I don't know, but on guard change days it definitely is. Oh, here's the mum of the funny girl. It's not really sunglasses wearing here, but then again I've got sunglasses on, so I probably shouldn't really comment on other people's choice of eyewear. For me personally, it helps for two reasons. One, I've got eyes that are super sensitive to the light, but more importantly, I don't like to feel, or don't like anyone else to feel that I'm eyeballing them when I'm filming. So it sort of adds a degree of anonymity, as it were. Oh. I'm not sure if he's trying to sniff something or whatever. That was a bit odd. Okay, I was going to say the police are going to start moving everybody back, but there's not really anyone to move back. It's funny because yesterday it was pretty busy and they had 2 officers. Today it's not very busy and they've got 5 actually in total in the yard now. So there doesn't really seem to be much of a rhyme and reason. I guess it's all about availability on the day. Oops. Oh. She seems actually really chill and friendly, but firm. The stable woman, I like her. They should put her, in fact, guys. Hopefully, we'll see her at some point in one of the boxes to confirm. Stablewoman role is not a separate role to that of trooper. Okay. So, for example, a certain very famous Blues and Royals, no longer with us, he retired, trooper, was often the stableman whilst he was a trooper, whilst he was a chitsman, whilst he was a gatesman. They rotate. Because some of you were asking if the troopers that are wearing camos have the same rank as trooper. They do. There's no difference at all. Completely equal with their colleagues in the boxes or on foot. They sort of just swap it around. And no one's ever told me this. I've kind of in the past got the impression that given the role of stableman or stablewoman, as if perhaps you haven't been, what's the word I'm looking for, quite so on it with keeping up your kit. Don't quote me on that. It's been mentioned to me before, but there isn't actually a rule that says if your kit isn't perfect, you will end up effectively being demoted to stableman. It's been mentioned to me, but I don't know if it's a rule. And I'm not sure if it was mentioned to me in a sort of a sarcastic way, because I know in the past people have said some things to me, hoping I'd say it in the video, and then afterwards they've ribbed me about it and like, oh, you can't believe that you actually said that because we were joking. So I'm pretty careful these days about the things that I state as being completely accurate. In other words, it's hearsay until we know otherwise. Oh, one of the horses a little bit cloppy. You see that? I think we picked that up. He just did a little jump. I can't see yet if we've got the same two as yesterday, but let's... Oh, we haven't. Yesterday's gatesman, folks, remember? Make way for the King's Guard. In fact, at this exact box yesterday, he is now back as the boxman. He's been promoted, everybody. Okay, this will be interesting because he was brilliant yesterday when he was on foot. I'm actually really happy, to be honest, to see him in the box. Gosh, his horse is massive. Okay, which horse is it? Hold on a second. Which horse have we got here? Right, this fellow and his magnificent horse are definitely going to be picture of the day today. Just because that is a truly beautiful horse. Horsey, please look this way. Horsey, hello? Horsey. There we go. Horse is having a little bit of a chat to himself. Okay, let's see if we can get the name. This super impatient woman that keeps walking up and down, like kind of, oh, can you hurry up please, I need to go in the yard. 1 second. Open the horsey list. Let's have a good look at that picture, guys, and see if we can get ourselves a name. Is it a New Zealand horse? Oh, the number's a mess. 1 second. Yeah, it is. It is a New Zealand horse. It's Zoot Allure. I was reasonably certain we'd seen this one before. Mr. Zoot, nod your head if you're Zoot Allure. And look at the camera. Zoot Allure. Yeah, it's the right horse, guys. And what a spectacular horse. He's really big. I think, to be honest, he is the largest, guys, of the new intake of Z horses. I mean, if we look at... Oh, what was that? What the hell was that? Oh my good lord, look at this. Wait, did this idiot try and cut through the box? I have no idea what happened then, folks, whether or not the guy in the red jacket went through the box. I'll ask a little bit later when I can speak to the police off camera. Wow, that was interesting. Nobody, sadly enough, was at that end. I don't think, wait. No. 3 of us here today, everyone's at this end. I'm pretty sure the guy walked through the box into the yard. That's when the guard shouted. And then the police obviously said something to him like, oh, you know, whatever, you're not allowed to do that. And then you saw him come through the gate bashfully and leave. Right. Let's see. So, Mr. Allure plus exceedingly firm gatesman, today boxman. We'll have a look at who's at the other end, but there's no way that the other horse is as big as this horse. As I was saying before we heard that shout, I'm pretty sure the Zoot Allure is the largest of the new intake of Z horses. I mean, he's a real beast. He reminds me a little bit of 210. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. I know. It's a compliment. He's got that sort of magisterial anatomy, hasn't he? Look, he really is a glorious looking horse. We've seen him a few times before, but not often. Maybe, I don't know, what, 3 or 4 times ever. So we'll go across the box for a minute and see what happens. Unless, of course, anybody approaches on the left, then I'll move the camera around. It's a real pity actually that nobody was at the other end, but it's always like that. You can never be in 2 places at the same time. But it would be very curious if a tourist, unless they did it on purpose with a friend filming, would be dense enough to believe you can just walk straight past the horse into the box. That was a massive shout. So it's good to hear that the troopers will be prepared to be super vocal if they need to be super vocal. I mean, that was probably one of the loudest shouts we'd heard. That's what made me jump. And you could see the police all were on it immediately. 1 second. Which trooper is it actually in this box? Well, he was here yesterday, in fact. 1 second. Yeah, the other guys that were filming were at the other end with me when the shout happened, I think. Oh, wait, she's probably, I think I'm following her now. I didn't realise this girl's here again. She's actually in the box, though, at this point, folks. Look. Oops. I have no clue what we might or might not hear at this end from this trooper. I'll try and ask in a second. I've just seen a couple of officers come out to the front. Let's have a quick look. Wait, sorry. It's okay. Thank you. The guy in the red jacket, did he? I thought he jogged through the box, no? Did he jog through into the...
I think so, yeah.
The things that you see here some days, you just can't believe it, no? I mean, just like, how? Would you not automatically be scared of a massive horse kicking you in the face, no?
You're walking into the back of
It's just, I mean, sometimes it's unbelievable, really. But that seems to be happening quite a lot, like entitled jogger syndrome, I've noticed a bit recently.
I didn't know, was he a jogger? I didn't see him.
Was he just like just on fur?
Yeah. But you're right, I've seen a lot of joggers going
Impatient, I guess, to get back to the office.
Possibly.
It's funny though, isn't it? I mean, those moments, because they're not trying to be like rude or disrespectful, it just happens by accident.
Yeah, no, that's right.
I
don't know, he was definitely through there deliberately.
Do you think he walked through on there on purpose? Oh my good lord, wow, okay. Yeah, I can see on your face, I know how it is.
End of the month, mate. Middle of November.
Wait, you're going to get back, I think, exactly when the King's Trooper on then again, aren't you? Pretty much.
They're coming back.
They're coming back, yeah, next month.
I don't know exactly when, but I'm on leave for most of it training, so I don't get back in until...
I said it's really cold and you need to have a full...
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, careful. Okay, folks, so you heard it there. It was intentional. I mean, I didn't think it was, but then again, I didn't catch the whole affair. Police said they thought it was intentional. He was also not a jogger, interestingly. Just a random guy that decided, hey, I'm going to march through the box or take a shortcut. Pity, to be honest, because they were on it really quick. You saw that. Plus the shout, of course. It's always nice to know what's happening and correct myself if I'm wrong. To be honest, guys, when it's accidental, when it's a jogger that makes a mistake or somebody's on their phone and almost walks into the horse, I actually like those moments. Yes, they're not ideal, but they are genuinely funny because there's no, intention to be disrespectful. It just happens. But just walking in there for the sake of it, weird. Oh, it's like... Even the horse is tired of some of these idiots. And I can't say I blame her. To be quite honest with you. We zoomed in a little bit for a minute. I'll zoom us back out before we move from this spot. Notice a lot of you pointed this out yesterday that apparently yesterday's video, the father said to his child, go closer, and the kid looked at the line and was like, no, I don't want to go closer. So the fact that kids are more vigilant than the parents, I mean, I guess to be honest, they're used to sort of, being told to stand on lines and stuff at school, or, lining up for, I don't know, PE or whatever. But we can tell the people that I've never been, she's had enough already. I've never been near to a horse. So that's quite close enough for me, thank you very much. Who's next? The trooper at the other end, I'm just looking back, guys, sorry, is looking down when people are approaching the box. The thing is, there's a big difference when you've got a horse as big as Zoot Law. I think inherently people are not going to walk as close to a horse that massive as they would to one of the smaller horses. He is an absolute giant, actually. Look, if I look at the horse in front, guys, pop this horse's name in the comments if you can, and then switch around to suit the law. Just look at the size of him. Also, notice how close the trooper and the helmet are to the top of the box. Look. Especially if I put the camera down like this. Look at the size of him. Look. What do we think, equestrians? He's got to be 18 hands, surely. He's a beast. It's not that scary. Oh, hold on. Oh. What do we think? It doesn't really count, does it, I guess? Don't do it. I'm just thinking the second I turn the camera, something will happen here. Who's up next? Oh, I can't decide whether they're going to hand the kid over or not. I think they're probably only the two police horses we're going to get today.
Did you see they're going red? I think we're all this end when that happened. In the middle, so you were closest. Did you get it clearly? Because
I didn't.
the police seem to think you did it on purpose.
This got a nice view.
Say again?
This got a nice view. That lady.
She looks cold, though. She looks like really cold.
I miss it.
But it was a shout that made me turn my head. I'm thinking like, what?
4 or 5 all the officers there.
Yeah, straight on it. It's good to see that they're that on it, to be honest. I haven't ever seen them move that quick to tell somebody to get out. Brilliant.
So folks, that might be a moment that is lost for eternity, unfortunately. She's just seeing if she can get a picture of Saturn, this lady. She's an astronomer, famous astronomer from the University of Lima.
Iemand daar staan, die paard of in de haren.
Here again comes our gatesman, everybody. I'm not going to rush right in because I think the front is pretty clear, but here he comes. Very leisurely pace today, look.
Anna?
I was hoping you'd come to this side, but sadly not. The trouble is I can't actually film this properly with Zipperlog because he's so big unless I'm way behind the bollards. Oh, he just said EDT, which means you go there to his wife. Happy Smiley Russian tour group. I think this has just turned up. And they're scared of the horse. In fact, maybe Belarusian, that's the thinking about it. Right, it's only got busy here now, so let's focus, guys, on what happens at the front. I hope nobody decides to walk right in front of the camera and block our view. Oh, this guy.
Vou deixar vocês comprar uma lembrancinha ali, ó. Que sempre acaba passando batido. Tem uma barraquinha ali, ó.
Встань чуть-чуть в бок. Нет, встань сюда чуть в бок. О. Не, ближе к нему, ближе к нему. Вот. Стой, стой, стой еще. Все, поперли. Стой еще. Стой еще, стой, не сфоткал.
Please your canoe more means get closer to him. Anyone that says the box isn't working, today's a perfect example of it actually working. Tons of people here, but look, they're all being very careful to walk around the edge of the box. Oh, bit of a bro moment here. One thing that I do like actually is when people pose it like they've just summited Everest. You know, it's like after a week's worth of risk taking, we finally made it to the top of the mountain. That kind of a pose, even though it's not really that dramatic.
Sorry, I just... Sorry. Thank you very much. Very good, thank you.
Very odd, though, the way that people have sort of just decided to stand. Sometimes I look at the camera and the way the image just captures various moments here. So much happens that I don't even see until I rewatch the video. I still think he's going to some sort of Ralph Lauren dinner party. The other end's been blocked by a little troop of cyclists. who, to their credit, have all dismounted. Oh, somebody's trying to have a chat, I think, with the trooper here. Oh, this orange helmet. I'm not sure why, but the police are right behind these guys. I'm watching them. I don't know why. They haven't, as far as I can see, done anything. To give you an idea, I think maybe it's because the guy on the right arguably has something of a criminal haircut. I'd be pretty upset if my barber did that to me, I must admit. He just said the better barbers are that way, but they charge more. He's saying if you go in that way, there's some troopers in the stables. They've got very, very, very sharp instruments. Maybe if you ask nicely, they'd be prepared to deal with the spiky top. I think, yeah, they've gone to press charges against the barber, but the police said, sorry, that's a Met responsibility, not us. We're Ministry of Defence Police. Oh, someone's vlogging. And as usual, I walk to this end, everybody clears off. I don't get it. Oh, she's shaking her head because her boyfriend's saying get closer. She's like, nope. Come on, tourist, where are you hiding?
Was passiert ist, und zwar die waren einfach ausgeritten, hatten geübt und da waren an der Baustelle, haben die Schutt in einen leeren Kübel geschmissen. Und dieser Kerl hat das Pferd dermaßen erschreckt über mehrere Pferde, dass die dann durchgegangen sind. Dann sind sie hier vorbei. Dann die typisch Englisch.
Yeah, just explaining that in London you can't ask for a refund even if you're unhappy with the haircut. You have to accept it because it's a civil matter. So you need to go to the Crown Court, launch a money claim, and not just get back the cost of the bad haircut, but also apparently the £60 filing the money claim online. I get it, it makes sense. Thank you. Now I feel bad because the tour guide guy in the red cab is like, oh, mind his camera. Damn it, I feel really bad. Okay, guys, take that back. His haircut was fine. I mean, I haven't got much really, so it's probably why I get a bit jealous when I see somebody with a fine head of hair. Honestly, if the tourists start getting any further back, guys, they might as well just get off the plane at Heathrow, have their picture taken, and then fly back to wherever it was they landed. They flew from. I mean, there's far back and then there's ridiculous. Oh, what's it got like a mouse in the background of her picture?
Another one up here,
It's one of those curious mornings when nothing's really logical in terms of the way people are moving or even posing. Oh, 1 second, just make sure the hair's fine for the picture. Oh, it's capturing a domestic here, guys. Right, finally we can move back in again. Oh, it's a shame we didn't get that a bit quicker. The look on their faces when they turned and saw their horses here. It was like, whoa. We should in a second hear the bing bong and then have the gatesman coming out. That'll be the last rounds we're going to capture in today's video. Hopefully he'll come out anyway. Maybe the boxes have become too effective, guys. What do we think? Horses are going to start getting self-conscious at some point soon if no one goes close. It's always the bigger guys that are the most scared of the horse. We've seen it so many times, it's funny. The horse moves his head quickly, they're going to jump. Oh, but Dad's saying, are you guys scared? I'm like, no, that's not true, guys. His dad's saying, no, don't, he can't speak to you, look. His dad's shouting him down. I think it's his dad, or maybe a tall group leader. Kid said he can hear me. It's just like, why would he not be able to hear you? Oh, goodness me. Funny. Super funny, guys. Oh, goodness. Wait, I'll go back to that in a second. I'm going to tell you something. I heard one of your guys saying, can he hear? One of your guys saying, like, he can hear you.
Yeah, they can hear you.
But he can't reply
No,
to
he
you.
can't respond to you.
Because if he answers you, then he's going to answer everyone. And then basically his whole day is like answering questions, you know?
So if you want to go on the other side, you can do that.
Hey, look at me. One on the other side.
I'm going to message you. Oh, the pool.
The one on the other side is closed. We can go right there.
Okay.
Dammy, drag one this way.
Oh, they're super funny. They got to the other end now for some reason. I actually genuinely believe that the trooper might be deaf. I mean, I guess in theory you could have a trooper that's deaf, but that isn't going to work very well because if, for example, there are verbal instructions involved in following orders, okay, yes, arguably. Actually, wait, guys. what are the rules, before I speculate, what are the rules on people with hearing difficulties joining the British Army? I mean, I guess in theory they could lip read orders, but then it's not always that simple, is it? Yeah, I'd genuinely love to know. In fact, wait. They were super nice and super funny, these guys. Let's see what happens at this end. If they're going to go forward again. Through picture. I bet they won't now. Oh no, the guy's gone. In fact, it's a tour group or their tour guide. It's got to be me, guys. I've got to start checking my body odour because the second I walk near, everyone vanishes. I mean, the channel is reasonably well known, but it's not that well known, for goodness sake. There is no way that random people arriving here are thinking, oh, you know, I don't want to be on that channel. We're not at that stage. In fact, at that stage, I might as well give up filming because if nobody is willing to visit for fear of being on camera. Okay, who's next? Ta-da! Oh, been a while actually since we had a V sign. Gosh, her friend's even more scared than she was. I mean, you're not going to be able to get her and the horse in the picture, are you, if you're that far away?
Das sind die Pferde, die gerade auf den Hilfarben fahren.
Okay, take two. It's becoming a tag team event. Correct me if I'm wrong though, people, but I think this video could be something of a watershed moment. We haven't yet. Okay, I know there was the incident with the trooper having to shout very loudly at the person that the police believe intentionally went into the box. The actual horse box itself, not the painted box on the ground. We haven't had a single person walking over into the box and or going to touch the horse. I think that is the first video since the boxes were painted, or sorry, this is the first video where we've seen not a single incident with anybody getting too close or taking the you-know-what, which in itself is extraordinary. Compare this to 2 weeks ago, folks. I'm still not calling it a solve. A lot is going to depend on what happens tomorrow when the Blues are back. Interesting, the police have been mixing in the back of the crowd today as well, like way out of the yard, even further back than I am. She can't be that scared, surely. Wait, officers will be back in a minute. Wait, I'm not sure who they were saying that to. God, these two guys are pretty much monopolising the box today. Look. Oh, more have just been like, whoa, horses. I'm actually very disappointed that we're getting close to the end as well, guys. As usual, get here, boom, it's gone. It wasn't really a walk this morning. I wasn't really at the phone boxes for a long time either. Went by crazy fast, didn't it? Sorry, I'm looking at something else while I'm trying to speak. Pretty much nobody getting in either the foot guard's face this morning. I've seen 3-4 people taking pictures at most. Very different atmosphere here today, and in fact I would say this is in all likelihood as good as it's going to get, certainly in terms of behaviour, and people are actively avoiding stepping into the boxes. Both the horses seem very relaxed. Both the troopers are super chill today. Tango woman. Suit law goes to nip her.
Stand in front of the sign. Got it. It's just like
Ta-da.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
That was horseguard photographer, no? Everyone's been really well behaved today. I'm surprised. I mean, like, what on earth? The boxes have been too effective, no? Guys, on the topic of horseguards photographers, we don't know still about Colin. Now, if he doesn't reappear in the next 7 days, I will ask another photographer that I know if they've spoken to Colin. Colin only has one form of social media, folks. He's not like most of us with a very big social media presence, and I'm not going to give out obviously his social media details until I've spoken to him and confirmed that that is okay to do so. But I know he's on Facebook. Yes, Mr. Allure, you're nearly finished for today. We will finish up at the other end, guys. Majority of today's video has been at this end. He's a bit restless now for some reason. I'm not sure why, because nothing's happened. No pace horses here either. Yeah, everyone is really paying attention to the lines. I know the second I say that, or the second I've finished, it's funny, most days actually when I finish and I'm walking back, some odd thing happens. There's always some kind of weird protest group or something outside Downing Street. But then again, I say that, the day I start to continue the videos I'm walking back, it's not going to happen. The point is, this area by far is the most interesting in terms of unexpected events in central London. I guess the Palace to a lesser extent. thing that puts me off about the palace is how everybody's sort of marshalled across a certain traffic system. That's really annoying because you can't really march around as we do here. This is one thing that I always liked about horse guards. Space to manoeuvre. Anyway, this then will be our closing couple of minutes, people. Both troopers have had a very, very, very easy shift, I must say. Seen nothing like this since the lines were painted. But we did get the first massive shout, so we know that if they need to be vocal, they will be vocal. Sweet. Interesting. That lovely gent there with the red backpack has definitely been spending some time in Thailand recently. I won't say why, but wow. Look. That's how the majority of people are standing, folks. I know I haven't always shown it, but crazy, eh? Uh-oh. Oh god. Wait, just when I thought we were. Oh god. I really thought that was it. She is funny though, bless her, I must say.
I'm not saying she's disturbing.
Are you two really scared of the horse? Like, I was filming it over then, I saw you like running away all the time. Are you scared of the horse? Is that what it is? Yeah?
Yeah, it's good.
But nothing's gonna happen, it won't bite you, I promise. It really won't, yeah. It won't bite you.
I saw in the video
They do, but only if, you know, those videos were before they put this white box on the ground. So now no one really gets that close because of the white line, so you'll be okay. Oh, this is nice. Look, officer taking time out of his day to answer this gent's questions about the nature of the place and what is English guy. But he said I haven't been up here for a long time. What is this place? Wow. Benefits of it being a quieter morning. Rare to see the officers answering questions like that. Actually coming over and answering the guy's question. Very nice thing to see. So I guess when you say you've seen the videos, you saw the video of the girl that got bitten and basically thrown on the floor. Yeah, but she got really, really close and the guard had already told her to move, so it was, but that hasn't happened for ages. It won't happen to you guys. Yeah, even if it does happen, I promise that I will never post it on YouTube, okay? So if anything, guys, that might be the biggest deterrent, in fact. Tourists having seen bad things that happen to other tourists don't want it to happen to them, hence keeping out the box. I see that as a positive. And on that note, ladies and gents, we're out of here. We're done. Almost.
Sorry.
It's okay, boss.
How long do I sit there for?
Just swap over every hour.
Every hour?
Yeah, in the boxes every hour. New horse.
He's only going on. How long do you think? Like 20?
The guy on the horse? Between 21 and 24, I would say. Hard to know for sure. But an hour sitting up there?
That's what I mean, yeah.
Hard work anyway, no? Gonna have a sore bum for sure, especially on the sweaty horse blanket, am I right?
I was one before my family horse riding an hour and a half long horses. So I've got on it, I'm galloping and
the horse has gone over. Yes, it's
On
slid.
top of you when it fell.
Well, it's got so it's come over. I'm on the side, yeah?
Yeah.
That didn't hurt. What hurt most, my foot was caught in syrup.
Oh, so
it's
that twisted your ankle.
That's wrong with me in my legs. It's marching me along.
You got a new haircut for free as you're being dragged along the ground.
Yeah, and when was this going to stop? Because I didn't have my shoe come off, I slipped out of it.
Oh mate, I tell you.
Scared me from other horses again. So
They occasionally do get a little bit restless here and have a little spin. Sometimes they run around and get swapped over
I've seen
early.
on TikTok one of them biting someone and I'm just
Yeah, in fact, a couple of tourists were just saying that they were being really careful because they'd seen the woman getting thrown on the floor by one of the horses. But all that kind of happened before they painted these white boxes.
What happened?
So a couple of times tourists have got really close or tried to feed the horse.
Yeah.
A horse has bitten them, kind of made contact and sort of like, thrown them, they fall on the floor.
Because they actually haven't got a strong bite really for what they are. Big though,
I mean, some of them, there've been a couple of videos I've got with somebody actually having pretty big teeth marks in their arms.
Yeah.
And again, if you get too close, signs on the wall. It's their own black.
Yeah.
Their own fault,
There, isn't it?
Yeah.
Ain't their fault.
Yeah, massively.
Do you know one other thing? Do you know the horse has more power on the road than a car on any motorcycle? An horse and car has more power, so if there's cars going on, the horse car is priority. And you can drink and drive and ride an horse, because an horse knows its own way, you know, just drive and ride.
Gosh, you can always say to the horse, hold my beer.
That's what you said, what'd you do?
Wait, hold on a second. You're going to blush now. You're not on it because you didn't go up to the horse, but me?
Is this TikTok? Oh wow, I'm an actor.
This is one of the main channels that covers horse guards, yeah.
You got 84 points. Does that mean like 84,000 followers?
Well, I mean, 84,600 subscribers on the YouTube, yeah.
And that's your one? Wow, how many what's the most views you have?
Wait.
I had 750,000 up there and I thought that was a lot. 370. Wow. That was your video, I think I watched it and I don't really watch it.
You see the woman with the pink scarf who was going crazy here, really annoying the soldiers.
Right.
Crazy lady with a pink scarf. That was here.
How did you start doing this?
Just by accident. It just came
So
up as...
I need some intelligence on YouTube and TikTok videos. I'm saying I'm an actor, yeah? Everyone's using me for their profiles, getting... A lot of people earn a lot of money out there, I'm not lying.
Wait, 1 second. I'm going to finish this video and I'll tell
Right,
you...
I'm going to go, let me go.
You sure?
Card?
I haven't got a
How
card.
would I keep in contact?
You can, in fact, best thing to do, on the YouTube channel, which you just seen, got my link to Instagram, just DM me.
DM you?
Yeah, just send me a DM, I'll be
On
happy to
Instagram?
show it.
What are you on Instagram? Alright, John.
London City Walks, then an underscore at the end. So London City Walks underscore.
London City. Oh, are you always here?
Wait, 1 second.
Take a picture. Are you on Facebook?
Take a picture. Wait.
Are you on Facebook?
Or wait, follow yourself on my Insta. Hold on, there's a better option.
Yeah, but I can't come up on Insta. You're on TikTok. No, TikTok.
Wait, I'll tell you what.
I don't do TikTok. Just do Facebook.
I don't.
That's the only one I
Take a picture of my TikTok, and if you can't remember it.
I do not know what I'm carrying. Right, London City. Oh, that's right.
You
London
can
City
remember it. Come
Walks.
on, yeah.
Right,
Exactly.
London City. I thought, London City Walks.
Yeah.
And that's your TikTok. That's going to be easy then.
You can DM me on that.
Yeah, I'll DM you, yeah. I'll do that through my mate, the ones at TikTok.
Okay.
They're called Vice Versa. Can't you add them? Can't you follow them now?
Actually, wait, I can.
Vice
1 second.
versa,
Yeah, let's have a look.
You'll see, I'll quickly show you. I'll leave you on with your business. I'll show you.
Don't worry, I've nearly finished today's
Yeah.
video. 1
It's
second.
called
Wait, so
Vice-
if we go to search for them, wait.
It's like Mark, it's not
Pardon me?
managers or nothing like that, but they're people that do a lot of videos with me.
It's funny, a lot of people have had telling me that before, that their images' rights are being used, etc. It's very easy to
I'm
get
very
that
big,
kind of
I've
stuff
got using film
moved.
industry and everything. There's a lot of shit. Like itchiness, COVID, like fraudulent stuff.
That surprised
They
me.
don't pay the actors, it's not like ours, all too much going on. Right, this is Vice Versa. It's Vice Versa.
That's 1 word or 2 words?
Oh, that's him, look.
That's it,
Yeah.
got it?
Do you want to show you another video? We'd see it another day. That's him. I've got them right up there, you know. I've got them right up there. They're having like, my one's over like 3/4. I'll show you another day. So, I don't know how to do this.
You could just DM me straight on him, or ask him to DM
I'm
me,
going
and
to
I'll
ask him
give
to
you
DM me,
advice.
yeah.
It's
Now
not a
you're
problem.
following him.
Yeah.
London City Walks.
Yeah.
So you can have me like tell me about more YouTube how it works. So I get £379 per 75,000 views.
That's
Yeah, on
interesting.
TikTok. No, on TikTok, again, nothing.
Yeah,
YouTube
yeah,
page
yeah, I
and
know
all.
about that. Yeah, I know. It's a joke.
Is that true? Do you get that for
No, nothing. For me personally, no, not even close to that. But I know that it depends on the nature of the content, especially if it's, for example, music or film industry or whatever. Then yes, YouTube pays huge royalties when people post official music videos. But you need to be verified. You need to have a management or
Would you
an
be able,
agency.
you might be able to give me some intel though one day. You sit down and I'll take you
Yeah,
out.
I'm John. What's your name?
I'm Ricky.
Ricky.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you. You got a nice little Danny Dyer vibe there.
yeah.
You know, yeah. Where are you from? Like Canning Town?
Yeah, no, I was a boxing fan of town.
Ah, I thought so. I thought
grew up
so.
around the USM. So what else should you, what was you before you was a YouTuber or whatever?
That's a discussion to be had off the camera.
Alright,
That's how you boss,
I'm
yeah.
still filming. I'm on it.
I mean, you can say a quick hello. Say goodbye to everybody.
All right. Goodbye, everybody, and nice to see you nice, and keep watching the horses and stay well.
You're a top man. Take it easy, yeah? Brilliant, guys. What a nice moment to finish on. He was super chill, really nice and friendly. And yeah, he is an actor. That brings us to the end, ladies and gents. We went over time today, but you know what? Sometimes I'm happy to bend the rules, if not overtly break them, certainly when it comes to the length of the video. Here we are, from myself, and wait, we've seen that goal several times as well. It's extraordinary how many times we see the same people in different positions on the same day. Anyway, back soon, guys. Bye for now.